How you guys doing? Somebody was wanting to know, I guess. Hang on, I'm going to sneeze here a second. Somebody was wanting to know, I guess, if what type of musical artist or what kind of roles or character roles I've been in where I've worn disguises and, growing up in TV shows and movies. And, people can reveal that information, and somebody's wanting to know what rock and roll music or, I grew up in the media too, being in music and TV shows when I was little and being at my mother and father's offices growing up in reference to my real biological parents. These people that's trying to steal the offices of my mother and father, those people need to go to court. I kind of lived in some of those offices of my mother and father. Most people know that. And some of the offices of my grandfathers, which my mother and father was the owner of those, It's very important. But in reference to like R&B music, somebody wants to know what movies I've been in, dressed as a black man or any other race, or martial arts films or romance movies or TV shows. People can reveal that information of some things. Somebody wanted to know if I was a rapper. Maybe. You have to look it up. And hello Beastie Boys and hello R&B and other rappers and music artists and things like that. Not in reference to anything too controversial, but in reference to back in the 80s, there was different types of rappers. That's only for entertainment purposes, everybody. Make sure everybody understands that. Reference to rap music. Don't take it too seriously out there in the urban world or out there in society. Don't get all, out of control and people fighting. It's kind of like that inner monologue of, people listening to music, chatting with their friends, dancing around, being calm, talking things. It's not no rivalry of violence and shit like that. So, in reference to, like you see some artists, they have like their rivals in the music industry and things like that. So don't get into no bullshit, people. Reference to, the different styles of rap music or the different styles of rock and roll, the different styles of R&B and romance music and VH1, how you guys doing, and MTV. The music industry is a, industry of music. It's one of those things where, it has its points of information, has its points of, enjoyment of people enjoying music, and, don't get into violence in reference to many things, or controversial activities or, the seriousness of any people having, conflicts, seriously. So in reference to the honesty of people enjoying music, certain types of music is that over the top music. So in reference to people understanding that, you don't get out of control with yourself or in physical conflicts with things, there's situations, like you've seen stories in the past of such and such person being in a rivalry with somebody else where, no violence shit, no things, people, it's kind of like, people try to hype a boxing match sometimes, but, the fight's in the ring, you know what I mean? So in reference to music or hardcore rap or what they call, certain types of hardcore rap, whatever it's called, and, understand that that type of thing is, the hype and the excitement of people jumping up and down, having fun, discussing things, keeping people aware of the situation of, certain things or people talking about things. But, people, no violence shit. People need to stop the violence between people, and people need to be prosecuting these satellite controllers that have been burning me and terrorizing my life. People in the media and the news networks need to be prosecuting. If the news networks haven't been in court against these satellite controllers, then that means it's a corrupt news network or something. World Protocol's at all news networks of my identity and who I am and who my parents are. Lots of things of importance, but somebody wanted to know, I guess, if I had done any hardcore rap in the past or whichever, nothing in reference to any real violence or anything, but some people say, I've, you know how some people are in the rap game when people try to mess with rap or, rap songs, or people want to, like, they're throwing down, like, joning on each other, or, in reference to certain conflicts of humor, certain conflicts of things that are not supposed to be so serious. It's kind of like one of those, media mediums that, people just express some things. Like, there's Eminem. He's had his controversies with Kirkpatrick or whatever. And I'm friendly about Eminem, of course. Most people know that. And other people. So, in reference to, Limp Bizkit, how you doing? Acknowledgments of music in reference to the band, the group, and other rap artists and things like that. Lots of things of importance. People understanding making money is important, enjoying things is important, and people staying alive and healthy is important. So in reference to the history of the future, the history of, rock and roll, and it's okay if black people like white music. It's okay if black people like R&B that's been sang by white people. Black people can like rock and roll music too, Or country music, certain country songs. I don't know. There's certain country songs I like, and then some other country songs are a little different, So it's kind of like our operatic music or classical music or piano or guitar and other things, So in reference to people enjoying things about life, everybody staying safe, watch out for the coronavirus thing, and I haven't received my stimulus check yet, and it's January 4th now, I guess it is. Yeah, January 4th, 2021. But, in reference to, I haven't received anything from any of the R&B friends of mine or rock and rollers or country music friends that tried to send me money or anything. They're messing with my mouth right now. The satellite man's messing with my mouth. But, in reference to rap songs or music or, just remember, or, it's a realm of entertainment. People don't need to take it too serious in reference to people that are fans or listeners of the music, in reference to any unnecessary conflicts that, people can go into court about things, people can talk about things, but we want, people want people to be able to enjoy music and the different variables of music without people literally getting violent. Sometimes rap music's like people pumping up a boxing match or something. But behind the scenes, people need to converse with each other on some things to keep things understood that, violence is not a good thing among the music industry and other industries either. Lots of things of importance. So in reference to any rap music, like somebody said something about Eazy-E or Warren G or Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, or any of the other rap artists and producers and some other people. How you guys doing? Or Jive Records or, other types of record labels. Friendly acknowledgments and country music and, rock and roll and pop music. People, be friendly about things. People got, their enjoyment. Everybody just needs to eat good nutrition, be safe, stay out of physical conflicts, go to courts. If there's conflicts of things, people just need to be, be more smart or intellectual about some things, Lots of things of importance.